How's it going, everyone? It's Artifact. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to talk about a different way that you can get inspiration to write a new song so that you've got more of a kind of emotional attachment to it and you can go a bit deeper, make something a bit more interesting, something a bit more timeless, unique, long-lasting. That's how I like to write music, not just bang out one after the other, but, take my time on making something new that's going to sound different. And yeah, how are we going to get inspired and what's the message going to be behind the song? So today I found a really cool exhibition here in Berlin. It's a sound art exhibition called Dark Matter, which has some really interesting looking sound installation rooms that you can go in. And I'm going to be using this as an inspiration to get some ideas to write a new song, because I'm at a point where, I want to start something new. So first thing I'm going to get is my little journal that we're going to take with us to make some notes, just whatever comes to mind. We're just going to write some stuff down and then we can look at it later. And before that, I need to go and get a corona test. So let's go and do that. So you can see the test station just ahead. I'm a little bit late, but yeah, looking forward to getting something put up my nose. Well, that was fantastic. I really enjoyed that. It's kind of like wasabi, but without the nutrition. Arrived at the location. So let's see what's inside. So the last kind of main room, you're laying under this huge energy grid, and that was worth every penny. That was absolutely insane, because I love that kind of space station ambience vibe anyway, and then having that in there and laying on the floor under this huge grid that's changing colours and making all these weird sounds. Yeah, it's absolutely intense. Definitely feel like I was recharging my batteries in some kind of post-apocalyptic cyber world. So yeah, that was really, really inspiring. I actually would have stayed in there for much longer, but my stomach was just absolutely rumbling. So yeah, let's get some food. So I actually wrote a bunch of notes while I was in there, but yeah, a lot of it is just kind of words that popped into my mind. But there was one sentence I wrote, which was, no matter how much they try to split us and divide us, we still move as one. Because in this first installation room, where these balls, they kind of split off in atoms almost, but then they're reconnected and moved as one. And yeah, that kind of gave me a cool little idea for a theme or concept for a tune. Yo guys, so back at home, yeah, really inspiring little day out, and got some really good ideas for a theme or a concept for my next song. So yeah, I really like this idea of no matter how much you try to divide humans, they're always still going to be one, basically. And I kind of felt a little bit like that as I was queuing up to go into this exhibition, when the dude there was kind of prioritizing people who had been vaccinated in the queue, and then it was are you positive or are you negative, and just this whole kind of sense of unnecessary division in a way, but then once everyone was inside and we're all lying under this giant energy grid, which is just going insane, and everyone's just sort of lying on the floor together, looking up at it. And yeah, it was kind of no matter what you do, we're all still one, and there is still some unity in the world. So that's quite nice to think about. Yeah, so that's kind of a concept for my song. But then how do I sort of translate that message into the sound? So that's kind of my next challenge. But I already had a kind of idea of this kind of split and division of how doing it in a sound, having two very distinctly separate sounds, and chopping them up next to each other to really create this like contrast, and then kind of building up to this kind of overwhelming kind of huge eternal sounding energy field thing that like comes in afterwards to like just override like this kind of split division kind of vibe of a song. So yeah, that's kind of a little portal into my sort of crazy mind and how it works, and how I try and think of a idea for a song that could be something a bit deeper and something that I can put more time and effort into and make more of a masterpiece rather than just, you know, another loop or another next song. So that's kind of my challenge next. So yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram if you want to sort of keep updated with my progress on the song, and I'll be probably showcasing a little bit of it on YouTube as well. So yeah, have a lovely day. Peace.